Yo, what's up? It's noon. What's going on, man? What's going on? We getting stimmy checks over here. What's up? Niggas that believe and who ain't doubtful of what we doing is getting stimmy checks. Real talk. Let me pull it up. Get out that woman house. Get out that woman house. Peace. What's up, Smokey? Get out that woman house. Y'all see that? Hey, JC is not the only. JC ain't no client no more. Okay. That's why we added him to the Shamstoppers team because, and what's so crazy, they tried to come after him for child support. You know what I mean? And it didn't work. You know what I mean? We're gonna start here in a little bit. Look at my brother. My brother got a test. We're gonna do the testimony next week, my brother. My brother just got a piece in the mail, brother Sean, and he asked me on the phone yesterday. He said, "Brother, well, I see it. When this process is over? When is this over?" And you know what I told him? I asked him. I said, "Didn't you get a stimulus check?" He said, "Yeah, but then it's over." And sure enough, shit stank. He went to go check his mailbox, and they said, "Hey, we give up. We threw up the flag, but can you please donate?" Man, his shit gonna be funny, brother Sean. Shit gonna be funny next week. We are the pimp pandemic. We are the pandemic pimps in this bitch. What's up? Like Kish said. Kish said we are kicking ass in the pandemic. We are the pandemic pimps in this bitch. What's up? 12 people in the room. Let's get it going. You know what I mean? We're gonna start in 2 minutes. We're gonna let No Miles Child Support, aka JC, talk his shit. Okay? And I'm gonna sit back and listen with this. Look, I done seen this brother flourish like no fucking other. I done seen him check police. I done seen him check bitches. I done seen him bitches, kiss his ass. All that. You know what I mean? Fellas, this shit ain't hard. This process we do over here is not hard. You know what I mean? We don't beg for money over here. That's what we not gonna do. Okay? We ain't gonna beg for money. That's why I ain't got no super chat. I ain't got none of that. But we're gonna open up the lines after Brother JC. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. And y'all listen to me real good. JC gonna rip this shit apart. We got another podcast coming Friday. It's called The Black Woman is Worth $4. Okay. And then after that, we're gonna do Brother Sean's testimony the following Monday. Okay. And then the next Friday, it's gonna be called Black Woman, the Single Mother. Single black women are serial killers. All right. We're gonna get this thing going. About 5 minutes. Let me go and put some shit up in here. Facts of Freedom just made it in the house. What's up, my brother? That's a good brother right there. You know what I mean? Help put this thing on the map, What's going on, Mr. Blue? Smokey, Sean, everybody in the room. You know what I mean? We're gonna wait for No Miles to get on here, talk his shit. You know what I mean? Um, because we the pandemic pimps, all right? And we getting stimmy checks over here. Already, my brother, already. So shit, let me see. No Mask. JC, where you at, man? Where you at? Oh, let me see. No Miles. Let me go and invite him. Come on, man. This is the shit I be talking about, man. I'm copying the link to the clipboard. Let me see some. We are the pandemic pimps in this bitch. Hold on, man. Oh, here we go. You should be able to click in. All right. You got the invite, my brother. There you go. There you go. We live.
Yo, what's good? What's going on?
Hey man, go on, get your blessing on, man. Talk your shit, man.
Yeah, well, as you said it, man, this is the channel where we are the pandemic pimps. We are pimping this shit. All right. Anybody else, man, who's out there struggling during these times where the biggest transfer of wealth is occurring, and we told you here, the biggest transfer of wealth is occurring, and you're gonna be left behind if you don't pay the price. And we told everybody that freedom is not free. All right? Freedom takes work. You know, let me put it this way. If you go back to history, the so-called American dream, people are still dreaming about that crap because they can't make it a reality because they're not paying the price. And I know some of you fellas, I'm not talking about everybody here, because some of you been successful. Uh, you know, like brother Sean, been successful, man, because you pay the price. You've gone through it. You know the cost of freedom. All right. So now what you do is when you're free, these people will start paying you for that freedom, man, because that's what freedom is all about. All right. Some of you probably did not get this chunk change money right here, all because you have not done the work, don't want to do the work, and you're still waiting for a miracle from heaven for Jesus to return. Guess what? I am JC. There you go. And my name's not Jesus because that guy ain't coming back. He's dead. He was the son of a single mother. All right. And guess what? Single mothers are getting this money. And you're sitting there letting these women take your money because this is an open platform. I'm going to be a little bit more, if you want to say, courteous for the YouTube ears so they don't get all snowflakey and melt in this cold summer. So let me tell you something, man. Just think about how many people right now went and signed that divorce decree like morons, like a bunch of fools, to give away tax-free money. And look who sent this money. The United States Treasury. And believe me, it's fun to live in two countries, go back and forth as I please. And I'm not out there flashing around this crap. Man, I have gone through some crap, like Brother Wasil said, but I paid the price to Shamstoppers to flourish, man. You know, I had the police chase after me, had the police try to set me up, had the big dogs from the feds, you know, been invited by local sheriff's deputies to try to ask me questions about my stuff, about my self-defense stuff. And I told them, no, you ain't looking at it. Why? Let me tell you why. They're not able to get away with the crap with me like they've done with a lot of other fools, because I pay the price to know for this knowledge, man. If you don't believe me, that is written in the Bible. This guy named Paul was in prison. All right. If you know, in the book of Acts, we told you this years ago. When I was a client, I came on this platform, man. I was having some serious legal issues, man. They were trying to give me 40 years in the can. And I came on this platform while I was still resolving that issue, dude, before I went to the can. And I spent quite a bit of I went to jail, got my ass beaten up by the police, spent 10 months in jail, fighting a bunch of nonsense, got extradited to another state, right in front of people. You guys can't even see that people are being extradited in front of you, for those of you that fly or that drive around the country, man. And I'm right there. People don't even notice. This guy's a freaking prisoner, tied up to chains. Looks like Pablo Escobar. You see what I'm saying? But it takes dedication and it takes investment in yourself. But half of you are still waiting for manna to fall from heaven. Some of you, we give you the solutions. You come over here, give you the solutions, and we tell you, hey man, do this, do that, get on it, don't wait. You're scared of a woman. For what reason? I don't know. Let me tell you something, man. The mother of my children, who I married and popped children in her, when she took them, I went to go get them. The police was called, and I didn't care. The police told me, man, get back over there, give those shit. Man, I said, fuck you. Okay. Oh, man. Hopefully when he shut down. I said, man, screw you. I moved on, drove around, took those children with me. Now they owe me a hectic amount of money. And these are the small blessings, because they said, man, we can't touch this guy no more. You know why? Because I said no. You're not getting money. If you can't take care of those little rascals, leave them with me and get your ass somewhere else. Yes, you can say that. By the way, the algorithm shouldn't kick, but leave those children, get your butt somewhere else, go see if the hog has laid an egg. We have a saying in Spanish in Mexico that says, go see if a hog has laid an egg. We tell that to morons to get their nosy butts off our business. And that's what you need to tell these people, man. We have told you, but you for some reason, you don't got the guts. You don't have your pants well put on, your man pants. You can talk all smack all you want, but you just don't got it. I can tell. You know how I can tell that? because you're still struggling, trying to figure out a way to get off this when this is the easiest thing to get off of. Okay? Remember, for a lot of you that are on here, doesn't apply. But it's the majority of these guys who are putting a woman on a pedestal, hoping to get a whiff of that punani, hoping to get some of that, trying to pay for it. Man, go ahead and pay for it. I'm talking to this guy. I'm talking to all of you here, man. I'm talking to these guys who are waiting for a miracle, who can't put a woman in check. Let me tell you something. These women that these guys are giving money to, those women are giving guys like me money. Hey, papi, come and see me. Hey, papi, I'm gonna send you some money, some gas money. I'm gonna send you some. I'm gonna pay for your flight to come over here and see me. I can't wait. I'm excited to see you. How many of you are getting those results, man? Because let me tell you, poor people attract poor results. You got to be wealthy in the mind. I told you this at the end of 2017, 2018. You cannot be poor in the mind. Those people who are poor in the mind, they're suffering. They suffer because they want to. Let me go back to the story of the Bible, man. Look, it was Paul who was in prison after he was preaching this so-called gospel or whatever, right? He was about to get whipped. He was about to get his butt whipped. As soon as the sergeant or the detention officer was about to whip him, he said, wait a minute. Is this how you treat a citizen of the empire or a citizen of the nation, meaning Rome at the time? Because Israel was a Jewish state. Just like California, like Arizona, Nevada, New York, Illinois, whatever, is a state of the nation, of the republic. And under the 14th Amendment, those who are born and naturalized are citizens thereof, while they're still a citizen of the state wherein they reside. And don't give me that sovereign citizen nonsense, man, because we're not playing that over here. That don't work. That strawman crap don't work. You're going to be put on a list if you ever try to do that, man. Don't confuse the paperwork. For some of you who are still having doubts, who have come over, because I know there's not a lot of you here on this chat, but man, I have heard some of you, after we explained to you, that's not what this is about. Sovereign citizen stuff. All right? So anyways, the same principle as the so-called 14th Amendment worked for this guy Paul when he was about to get whipped. He says, this is how you treat a Roman citizen? Then the cop, after hearing that, the sergeant, after hearing that, he said, you're a citizen? And he's like, yes. As soon as he heard that, he stopped. When he was about to whip him, he didn't whip him. You know what he did? You know what he did? He went over, talked to the sergeant. Sergeant said, man, I paid a bunch of money for this freedom, for this citizenship. Paul said, I was born free. So a lot of people who are born in America, they're fools. They don't know their freedom. That's why they're getting their butts whipped every day. But they don't want to pay the price. Just like the sergeant said to Paul, I pay the price, man. Baby mama tried to intimidate me. Oh, man, get on home, sweetie. Go on over there, kick some rocks. You know, screw that noise. We don't listen to that nonsense over here. We put women in check over here. So, you see this right here? Half of these women are taking that money. I know there's guys from somewhere else that said, man, that's the illegal friend of Brother Wasil Bay. Man, I know illegal friend. We're business. And if you think this is illegal, then why the hell would I be getting money from the U.S. Treasury? This is garnishable, or this is money. This is money that is labeled as as money that can be withheld. You have people out there trying to make money off fools, trying trying to beg money from fools, and they get a little money here, a little money there, but they're not giving them any results. I got the results here. And up to this day, I live up to the knowledge that I learned. All right? So, yo, listen, man. Don't let idiots tell you that it can't be done. And those fools that are around you, get rid of them. Get them off your life, man. Go become wealthy. We have help people here. Get off, start businesses. Get away from being homeless. You name it. The results are here, but you gotta pay the price. Stop being lazy, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, fellas, give y'all a good old, you know, I congratulate brother JC, man, because I've seen him go through a whole lot. And he used to call me when he was incarcerated. And I used to pick up my phone. You know what I mean? Over here, fellas, we only deal with men. We deal with men. And if there's some women out here that need help, we'll deal with you too. You know, but it's only a few strong women that do come over here. It's very few. It's a tiny, tiny portion. But and this goes out to anybody out here that's listening. If y'all need help, y'all know how to. If you want assistance and get rid of this shit, y'all know how to contact us because we just got a brother in the room, Sean. His shit is over with. It's done. You know what I'm talking about? And and what's so cool about it, he got his shit together. He got his shit. We ain't got no Google phone. You know we in Austin, Texas. If you got a problem with us, we'll meet face to face. I would. Hey, but you know I'm coming strapped though. Real talk. Because I don't play with my life, and I expect you to be the same. So that's why I ain't finna do too much cussing no more. I'm gonna unrestrict everything, and this thing's gonna be open. We're gonna go a little bit longer. Uh, um, I hate I had to stop putting books up, you know what I mean, because people was, creating stuff off of stuff that we've been going through. We've been going to the law library hustling. It was me and Facts and Freedom at first, and then it switched to JC, you know what I mean? And now the law libraries are closed, the majority of them. You know what I mean? So guess what? People gonna have to be fighting for their freedom right now. You know, they're gonna be having to fight for their freedom. Straight up. We're gonna put up a lot of more testimonies. It's JC got so many testimonies, it's ridiculous. We don't have enough time to do that because we're doing other stuff. We helping other people. You know what I'm talking about? So it's good. I thank the Almighty Creator for meeting Kish. Because a lot of this content is coming from him too. See, we give credit where credit is due over here, and I got a lot of good stuff from other content creators. You know what I mean? It's a lot of it's only a few guys on YouTube that's actually intelligent and smart. And the way I talk is the way I live off this YouTube thing. Ain't no faking, ain't no front. You know what I'm talking about? We all live the way we talk. You know, and it's enough money out here to get. Cause think about this, fellas. If you got people crossing the border, right, trying to get work, guess what? It's a lot of work out here to be done. People using this pandemic to kill off. Let me stop. But Like I said, it's a lot of work to be done. Money is here of abundance. They're trying to mess with brothers crypto because they're trying to stay off of the plantation. You know what I mean? Let me see who up here calling me. It better be important. But yeah, like I say, everything is good. Hold on a second. Yeah, bro, what's up? We on live
Right now?
right now.
All right, that sounds like a winner.
This is my cousin, y'all. This the one we did the testimony this year. Who ain't paying no child support? He off. That's a wrap. Okay, y'all remember him? His testimony. Go on, say something to the people, cuz.
How are y'all out there today? How's life treating you? Sound like no responder.
They hear you. They hear you. Tell them tell them how your life is doing right now.
Oh, my life is wonderful right now. I'm living in a way, how can I say it? I'm living in a way of real truth and justice right now. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're in fear of the court system, they send you letters, threaten you, take money out your account, or let's just say you paying them just because someone wrote you a letter. I don't think you should do that. If you didn't sign any documentation saying that you owe child support. So if you're doing it, you really need to stop doing it. And if you had an attorney that represented you, and the attorney didn't do exactly what he said he was going to do, you're going to have to get rid of that as well, too. So basically, if you're still paying, my advice is stop paying because there's no truth in it.
But y'all hearing from me. Fellas, stop paying child support. If anybody in this room knows somebody paying child support, stop. You can stop. It's not that hard. Right? It is not that hard because I'm going to tell you how it's not that hard. Y'all ready for this? When y'all laid down and had the baby, did she inform you that she was going to go report you to the office? Did she say that? No, she did not. Okay? So everything should be kept in that room. And for you married people out here, if any married people listening, if you head of the household, you got the right to tell the court to stay out your business. Don't bother my family. If the black community want to come back, if they really want to make an impact, stop listening to other adults tell you about your household. Stop letting people talk about you a deadbeat. I'd rather be a deadbeat than dead broke. You hear me? They talked about Jesus like a dog and he helped feed people. You know what I mean? And for people that don't know, Shamstoppers is international. Yeah, we international. That's why we got JC's ass on here. JC is fluent in Spanish. Okay? He goes back. Look, he lives in Mexico. That's where he is residing. In Mexico. You know what I mean? We have contacts, fellas. We have other resources. The black community ain't got that many resources. We over here at Shamstoppers, we got a shitload of resources with other cultures. That's what the Caucasian people do. That's what we gonna have to do. We're gonna have to outsource too. Okay? Y'all want to be successful? Y'all want to be successful? Hit us up, man. We'll give you a consultation. Y'all can be, anybody can be child support, man. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to people who don't read. Stop listening to people who put a woman first. All right? Put yourself first. God comes first. God made man in his image and made a woman a helpmate. So she's supposed to be helping you. You know what I mean?
I like to say this here. For all the men out here are uncertain, whatever criteria the ladies you have in your life, the choices you made to have children with, and you think that for the best, in your best interest, that you try to make the relationship work, and y'all separated, and y'all have children, and those children are suffering. God, take a self-reflection, look in the mirror, ask yourself, what are you? Are you a man, or are you a simp to this system? Don't pay any money to no third party for the children you brought into this world. Don't let them suffer, guys. Just look at yourself. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Don't be broke out there. Stand up. Fight. Fight for yourself, at least. Because ain't nobody else going to do it. It's out here. Shamstoppers have all the remedies. Don't be afraid. Because time is going on, brother. Stand up now, do something about it before it's really too late. That's all I have to say about it.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say about JC's situation. I seen firsthand. He showed me some stuff what he went through. He tried to be a family man, raise his children right, and then his ex came over here and got Americanized and got with these women over here, and then went downhill. You know what I mean? She started listening to outside sources. You know.
Yeah, let me add
Sources.
up to that, brother. Look, guys, I know you hear a lot of guys on YouTube and other platforms talk about how to get you a wife from somewhere else and all that. Man, there was a guy in California who fixed the citizenship of this woman that he brought from overseas. And guess what? He didn't get sued for child support in your local little county court. No, she knew what she was doing. She took him to the feds and cleaned them up. And when he said, what? Why? Dude, you signed a huge contract telling the federal government you're going to be his surety. So you don't get this stimulus check, it'll goes to her. You got to understand, man. If the women overseas know exactly what they're doing. I had a couple of women call me on the No Mas Child Support channel from Mexico. One of them, I don't remember who was. He was from Honduras, man. But you know, let me put it this way: they go about telling me, "Hey, how can I put him on child support? I got his social security number." When a woman tells you that, that means she knows the game and she knows exactly what she's doing. These women over there are getting educated. They're reading. They're getting informed. They're communicating. They're what you would call outsourcing because they know they need the work of a man. Otherwise, they will die. They will starve. They're going to sell you the game. They're actors. Brother Wasil told you a long time ago, man, get that leech, get that thief out of your life. It's not so much about money she's stealing from you. She's stealing your time, man, and your mindset, your wealth mindset. Look, one time I was with this girl in San Antonio. I go to her house. doing dirty deed, whatever, my dumb butt over there, thinking, oh man, it's all right, pull out, whatever. Man, just a little bit of that fell on her. And then she goes, I think went inside of me. You're going to have to give me your social security number. Just think about that, man. These women know what they're doing. At first, I didn't pay much attention to it. Here's when I separated from the ex-wife. The next thing you know, after I started reading about the situation, it comes to Shamstoppers, I'm like, that's why she asked me for my info, my social security number. Guys, stop paying for these women's attention. Man, brought that woman over here. She got Americanized. Not only that, when she was telling me that she felt lonely, etc., I said, man, you got kids that you need to attend to, and you got a husband you need to attend to. How are you lonely? You got too much time in your hands. I'm serious. I try to be the good guy. Man, I had those children and that woman, like, giving them I never gave them money up front, but I gave them a life that a lot of women complain about that they're not getting nowadays. And they're not going to get it. Tell you the truth, they're not going to get it no more. That's over, man. You're gonna have to pay. If you want to be a family woman, you're gonna have to pay. That's just the way it goes. That's what's up. I come from a 2-family home. My parents own business. Brother Wasil knows that. They own land and all that in both countries. All right? I didn't grow up no fool. I was a nerd in school. I didn't act like it. I didn't have to. But you know what? When I mean nerd, let me put it this way. I was applicated. I was applied to my studies. But it wasn't because I like the books or no, I was applying stuff to myself to be free, to not be told what to do. Ever since I was a little kid, I never liked to be told what to do. And up to these days, I don't. But what does it take for you to be free? So a woman don't rule your world? Invest in yourself.
Hey, now.
Man, if you try to hoard stuff, you're not taking it with you to the next life.
Hey,
you are the image of the Almighty, and you're out here suffering. You think God is suffering? No, man. You're suffering because you don't want to be a man, the image of the Almighty, and put your feet on this world as the ruler of this world. All right? You can let other people, other ideas rule you. And it's hurting you, man. You're waiting and waiting, dude. These women are going to continue reading, studying, and trying to see which sucker they can get. Well, guess what? I'm not one of them, and I'm sure that Shamstoppers, all the people are successful, and they say, man, I'm not going to be a sucker. I'm not going to be tricked. Man, people that come to Shamstoppers know that the system is either going to pimp you or you pimp it. That's it.
That's it, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Let me interject too. Check this out. Child support ain't nothing but psychological slavery. All right. Number one, this is how you know it's psychological slavery. When they send that letter in the mail, your blood pressure goes up, right? You're like, God damn, they can't, man, they can't leave me alone, right? Man, what I'm gonna do? I'm tired of these people. That's psychological, and they put them words on it like it's yours. If you didn't sign the application, you have no obligation. And if them people ain't living with you, if your child's mother and your children ain't living with you, you don't have that obligation anymore, because there's something you can't control. Because go over to that house, she gonna call the police on you for trying to be a father. Right? She gonna get the courts involved. So all these dudes, all these other channels talking about niggas deadbeat, they don't want to take care of their children. No, they don't want to deal with that woman mouth and calling the police on them. And I applaud them guys for not killing them. I applaud a lot of guys. I applaud JC, Kish, me, myself for not offering these broads. You know what I mean? Because I got a new philosophy now, fellas. Y'all ready for this philosophy? If she trying to keep the children away from you, guess what? That ain't your child. Because a real woman, make sure that that child see her father. Every child needs their father. But if a woman keeping you away from your offspring, and I've seen a few videos talking about, man, you know, they have put up a woman. I'm trying to get him to spend parenting time. That's like 0 some percent. But the majority of America, women keeping these children away from their fathers, them ain't your children, man, because she done brainwashed them to hate you. Because what I know about a woman, when she hurt, she want everybody to go to hell with her. She want everybody to feel her pain. That's how she's built. She's a painful creature. If she has a menstruation, when she's on her period, fellas, you know, a woman said, man, I wish you can have a period too. I wish you can have this feeling. So take this advice I'm giving you with a grain of salt. So she feel like if you did her injustice, you hurt her feelings. So she gonna hurt your feelings about your children, because a woman know your heart is your children. Real talk. I've been there, done that. I got 2 daughters. I love them to death, but I can't control what's going on no more. And I'm not gonna go over there because I'm gonna want to go upside some heads. So I have to use my manhood, and I kill those emotions. Because guess what? At the end of the day, fellas, when they graduate from high school, whatever they click on their own grown-up mind, they're gonna come around and look for daddy. So I have patience. Because I only got one heart. And guess what? I'm not gonna put strain on that heart so I have a heart attack. Take care of your hearts, fellas. It's a woman out here that'll rub your feet. Y'all need women to rub your feet. Y'all need women to kiss y'all butt. Y'all need women to cook for you. Y'all need one woman. It's one woman out here waiting for y'all. And if it's not a woman waiting for y'all, you don't want a woman, then oh well, that's your destiny. And I'm not going to encourage you to be bisexual or homosexual. I'm not going to put that on y'all. But if y'all want to be a king, kings get served. Kings don't do the serving. Last time I checked. Or if you want to just be left alone, MGTOW, red pill, whatever, I ain't got no problem with none of these people. I'm living my best life. Cause I ain't got time to go back and forth with Negroes. You know what I'm talking about? I'm living my best life. You know, you can whoop child support, you can beat child support. You don't have to give these people no tax-free money. You heard JC what he said. You know what I'm talking about? You heard what he said. You heard what my kinfolk said over the phone. We got some stuff rolling over here. We're actually pandemic pimps. We got some more people that got stimulus checks we gonna put up. We ain't out here just talking and complaining about, man, claim your stimulus check, go this and that. Nah, we doing something about it over here. Okay. So anything you got to say, JC?
Yeah, man, you're right on point about what you said. We're the pandemic pimps. The pandemic pimps. It'll tell you something, man. Look, fellas, we have told you time after time, go get you a street corner. Look, man, if you're having problems with your so-called passport and all that, we got you too, because you want to go see the world, want to see other cultures or whatever. Man, look, it's not that hard. All right. Like I said, we pimp the system over here, and the system has to work for us. You know, the system puts slaves to work and pays the kings. Always remember that. All right? And just like Brother Wasil said, dude, those are not your children if the baby mama is keeping them away from you, especially if she's zealously keeping them away from you. Because a baby mama will always see, if it was your child, she would always be looking at that face and say, man, that is that guy's child over there. And then she'll make an effort to try to have him or her spend time with the daddy. But most times they don't, because something is wrong there. Something there has been put a doubt in that woman's mind that is not your child, and the only way she can doubt is that she was porking somebody else. Let's keep it 100. There's no way a woman will keep a child from his father or her father. You know how I know that? Because let me give you a personal story, man. When I was growing up in Mexico, my folks were having problems. Pops in the U.S., we were in Mex, and but you know what my mom would do? She'd put me on the phone with dad. This is true. Always trying to talk to dad, dude. She never said, "Oh, your dad abandoned me," this and that. My mom would be out there crying. I don't know what she was crying about. Later on, in life, I found out she opened up, told me what's going on. I mean, I've seen some stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you. But she did not keep me away from my dad. They're still together, man. They put their heads together later on after the little issues they were having, whatever, because other people trying to interfere, because mom didn't want to be obedient, and then, dad, grew up, because, a single mother tried to raise him as to, hey, man, if they hit you one cheek, give him the other, son. Don't fight. And I'm just like, well, you could tell grandma that, but I ain't doing that. They slap me one cheek, I'm gonna give him the other to flaunt them, because I won't punch him right in the nuts. I'm not gonna let nobody punish, hit me and then go and punish. It's just figure of speech, fellas. I'm not telling you go out there and do stupid stuff, but if somebody does not teach you to defend yourself, they're trying to screw you over. Here, we teach you to defend yourself by whatever means necessary. Most of the time, you need intelligence. And it's here. We try to tell you, man, protect your brain so you can protect your heart, so you don't have a heart attack, so your heart doesn't get attacked by nonsense. Don't let the psychological games that are thrown at you, these magic spells cast out at you, in a piece of paper drafted to tell you, hey, man, that's your stuff. No, it isn't. Always ask yourself a question. Did I apply for that account? Did I apply for that, for those services? No. Okay, then it's not mine. Just imagine JC grabbing your name over and then go over there and, hey, man, I want some credit card services. Give me that money. Oh, okay, here you go. Here's some money. So we'll just send the bill over there to this fool's name who you put here on this form. And then they start sending you bills. Hey, man, you need to pay for this credit to the obligee over there who's collecting that money on you. As soon as you put that money here, he goes and spends it over there. You see where I'm going with this? Goddamn credit account.
Let me interject on this.
That somebody else signed up for.
Y'all ready for this? We got two people that we helping out right now who I told them personally. Y'all listen to me real good. I told these guys personally not to go get back with your child's mom because I see the police is headed your way. You know what happened? One weekend they got to party and they got drunk and they got in a little argument and he stabbed the couch with a knife. It was his couch, right? And his baby mama called the police saying that he made terroristic threats. Now he got a charge on him. Now they trying to add the other child on the child support order, you know what I mean, consolidated for terroristic threats. What's the main two things we tell y'all that the women can get child support? if you abandon them, and if you commit domestic violence, right? So, fellas, before things get ugly, if y'all know anybody in this situation, they got a quarrelsome woman. I'm gonna put what Facts of Freedom just said. This is what he just said. Leave them alone, because we not gonna complain about women over here. We're gonna give you some good advice. If a woman like you, she'll give you something. She'll give you money. She'll invest into you. See, these other women don't want to hear that. When a woman put money into the relationship, she not gonna mess that up. She will fight hoes. You know what I mean? Like these women talking about bringing stuff to the table. Yeah, bring some money. How much money you got in your bank account? Because I'm not finna pay for everything like I'm a damn fool. Like I'm Willie Foo-Foo. You know what I mean? Because fellas, when you pay for everything, you just pay to get disrespected. You just pay to have another third party in your business. You just pay to be a sucker. You just pay to be nice, because nice means foolish and stupid in French and English. That's why nice guys finish last. Okay? We adults now. Ain't a such thing as love. You have love for your children. That's the only love you're supposed to be giving. You ain't supposed to be giving love to no woman. You're supposed to give her directions and instructions to carry out your legacy. Because in order to start your legacy, you need to get between her legs. Okay? That's how you start a legacy.
Right.
And your name lives on. I heard this one good YouTuber says, you want to kill a man, you kill his name first. Okay? So what she's doing when she go down there, she trying to kill your name in the public sector, aka society, because society ain't nothing but women's opinions. Okay? That's what society means. It's a woman's opinion that is disguised as a faction, a fallacy. Okay? Women's opinions are fallacies. Remember that. Because if she's not speaking the truth, you don't have to repeat the truth. You don't. You got a legacy, you got a name. Don't let nobody ruin your name. The Bible said a name is worth rubies and gems, right? You know what I'm talking about? I know we get on here. You know I get on here, I cuss and do all that. I do that to enlighten your spirit, rejuvenate your soul, where you supposed to have that masculine energy. You know what I'm talking about?
It's called baptism by fire, my brother. That's what we're doing.
And I hate to hear these child support horror stories when I know it's one thing all they need to do is turn on yourself.
Exactly.
Turn your real self on. Because guess what, fellas? You got to live in that body. That woman don't know your pain. We don't know their pain. You know what I'm talking about? And another thing, like Facts of Freedom told me, don't treat people like you want to be treated. Treat people the way they act.
Exactly.
If they act a fool, treat them like a fool. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's time out for this. These women know what they're doing. We can say, yeah, they children, but no, they know what they're doing, because guess what? Children know what they're doing. And if y'all want,
I like to say this. And one thing, guys, when these women tell you that they love you and they show a formality that they're beside you and giving you affection, take this. It's not what they say come out their mouth. It's the attitude, their body language. It speaks for itself. They say they can do better. They say they're going to do right, but it's their attitude. If you don't pay attention to their body language, guys, you're just going off the limb. You're going off the freeway. Step up. Turn the light on yourself. Be a man. Watch. Observe. Don't fault nobody else. Fault yourself for the choices you make. That's all I have to say.
So, and this is what we're saying. Do you see what Facts of Freedom says? If they invest, they gonna respect you. That's what that means. Pimp Bradley said it best. If a woman like you, she'll give you anything. You know what I mean? If a woman, love is a weapon against men's logic. Don't fall for it. Oh, that's powerful. Y'all remember
That's
this.
beautiful. That's true. That is true.
Remember this. This is Facts of Freedom right here, y'all. This where it all started. Me and this young man here. And he told me, he said, Brother YC, you know the snowball effect, right? Just be patient, bro. Love is a weapon against men's logic. Don't fall for it. So, fellas, remember this. When you getting in her butt and you start telling the truth, she want to start to move over and give you them puppy eyes and start kissing on you and everything to make you stop telling the truth. Don't let her interrupt that truth. Okay? Don't let her do that. Love your children. Discipline your woman. I'm gonna say it one more time. Love your children, instruct your woman, and discipline her too.
I have to say one more thing. Before you even go to that sequence, guy, number one, first of all, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, all the sequences that you just heard will not take an effect for your life. Men, it start with you. You the leader. You the king. Man up. That's all I have to say.
Y'all heard that? And check this out. I'm gonna say something about YouTube. YouTube is a good platform, but they dropping people from our subscriptions and stuff like that because the stuff we talking, they don't want the masses to get this. You know what I mean? They want people arguing on platforms. They want women screaming at you and putting their little 2 cents in because they can't. At the end of the day, they can't protect themselves. They can't fight, and then they have a dude trying to defend them. And I'm gonna tell most of these dudes that be trying to defend women. And if we have a war, the stronger dudes that do to them dudes trying to defend women, they'll put them out on the front line first because that's called dead weight. Because the forces of nature are strong and they don't have no forgiveness. Because whatever you produce, that's what you receive. Y'all remember that. Whatever you produce, that's what you receive. Okay. So and like I said, like my kinfolk said, love yourself first, and everything else will fall in place. Everything.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna give another real feedback on it from what I said. From starter to even love yourself, guys, you have to foremost acknowledge this point here. You gotta love the Creator first. Number one. Number two, you got to love the Creator to say this. He lives in you. Because if he don't live in you, go look in the mirror. Look real deeply and ask yourself, who, what is living in me? And if it's not him, nothing at all is not going to work for you in this life. So hang it up, man. It's the Creator first. He lives in you. That's the only way you're going to defeat all of it.
Yep.
And that's all I got to say.
Well, yeah, fellas, we've been on here for an hour. 12 people in the room. People, it was 14, 15. You know what I mean? It's going to get bigger and bigger. I'm patient. I'm going to tone it down. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you a real cold intellectual side you ain't never seen before. I can stop people from killing themselves. Straight up.
That's true. That is very true. Um, put it this way: there was somebody who I was talking to on the phone the other day, and this individual said they didn't want to live there. They were about to do something stupid. Man, brother was still got on there, and basically, I don't know, man. This is like the dog whisperer kind of stuff, right? I don't know if you've ever seen that show. That person piped down, slowed down, like a little kid, just like, hey, like they just needed daddy attention or something. You could tell there was something wrong, something, something off. An individual started saying how, the other parent, yeah, but I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna say that it was a situation where the individual, I mean, yeah, it's understandable that they don't want to live anymore. They think they're trapped and everything. But man, brother was still just like Jedi that thing, and I mean, whatever whatever and the way he managed the situation, let me tell you something, not even some of these gurus who have supposedly saved lives, psychological individuals who have all these studies and all that about, they have some Walmart certificate known as a degree, right, have been able to do, let's be honest. But what brother Wasil did was what I would call a miracle. So let me tell you something, fellas. Life, it's not that hard. Okay? And what I've seen with my own eyes, the things I heard, it was like, dude, I'm serious. There's no other miracle than the one where you make an individual realize that there is so much opportunity out there and how easy it is. No matter how tough you think your circumstances are. And when that individual wakes up, that's a miracle right there. So praise be to the Almighty, man, and I can tell you right now that's exactly what happened. When he said he can make, he can keep people from doing something dumb to themselves, from not loving themselves simply because somebody else told them they don't love them, or because the world's making it seem like they don't love them, man. If you feel like the world doesn't love you, man, so what? You love yourself. And a lot of times, you don't have no. I don't have to tell you, bro. I don't have to tell you. Nobody else have to tell you. Hey, love yourself. It's you. It's automatic. Just go look in the mirror and ask yourself the question: if I don't love me, then who will? See, we're like brother Wasil said. I think it's time to start showing, not showing you, but so that the world can see that there's intellectuality, and more than intellectuality, intelligence. Let me take that back. Intellectuality, intellectuals is one thing, but intelligence is what will save your life, what will grant you the gift of happiness, and what will give you prosperity. And that's what's over here at Sham Stoppers, and that's what the world doesn't want you to see, because they want you to go back to the plantation, be an obedient slave, be compliant, be living for somebody else, but not for yourself. I mean, I can go on with the list, but that's what's happening. They're shadow banning this information because think about it. If you don't give your money for free to nobody else, they're gonna have to give it to you as you're seeing on the screen, and they don't want that. They want you to pay for that so they can take their cut, and then they give it off to somebody else. And you see, that's how the system operates. Those who are not intelligent are always going to be the slaves, and that's why we tell you, man, go read a book. The magic is there, and also comprehend what's in the book. And if you need help, man, everybody needs help at some point for some guidance. All right, because I don't know it all. I can tell you I don't know it all. And so if I don't know something, I admit it. Brother Wasil knows that, hey man, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing something, because it opens the doors for you to learn something. And that's where patience comes in. And let me, man, put it this way. I'm just gonna be like this. When I was a child, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, well, not a kid because I'm not no baby goat. But is it when I was a little boy growing up, going to school, I came to this realization: if he can do it, why not me? And from then on, I live by that motto. And And I can tell you, man, if I can do it or he can do it, why not you? So I'm gonna leave it with that, brother. Wasil, your platform, man. Thanks for having me on.
Already, my brother. Already. Uh, it's actually Shamstoppers platform. Um, guys, man, this been good, man. You know what I mean? This is some good stuff, and we don't have to get online and show our face. You know what I mean? Because we show the facts and results. That's what we giving the results face value. You know what I mean? And we gonna have fun on Father's Day. All right.
Exactly.
We gonna have fun on Father's Day. We gonna have a big Father's Day podcast because without the Father, we wouldn't be here. Okay. Without swimming in some balls, we were all ball juice before we got into that incubator, that AKA cocoon. Okay. Remember that. It starts with the Father, God the Father, us as his sons, and the woman as the AKA Holy Spirit. Okay? And we're gonna keep it right there. What he say, Panny Eater, yo, I'm here for this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Panny Eater was a great testimony this year. His stuff closed out. That's a wrap. He's up here building motors. If y'all need any mechanic work done, check out Panty Eater in Florida. He can build Hellcats and all that. Military background with the best mechanical trade there is. You know what I mean? So we finna sign off. Peace and blessing. We got more testimonies coming up. Check out the Black Woman. It's worth $4 this week. Okay. I'm gonna break down how Sweetie is out there performing. She got 11 million followers, but she got $23 in a hat. Okay. $23 in a hat. Singing. That's my best friend. And all that. Okay. So we about to sign off. Peace. I'm gonna break down some statistics about the Black woman is worth $4. Okay. And I want some people to come on and refute what I'm saying because I'm gonna break it down from Dollar General to Dollar Tree. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna break it down from wearing dead people's hair because that is ludicrous to sell $400 off a dead person's head and you put it on your head. Then after 2-3 days, you throw the shit away in the trash. Come on, man. I'm not finna throw $400 in the trash. I got some New Balance. I paid $40. I had 4 years, and I'm still wearing them. Okay. About to go get me some Walmart shoes for $11 and put some Dr. Scholl's in it. Okay. Because I don't have nothing to prove out here to nobody in the public. I used to wear Tommy. I used to wear Polo. I used to be that ignorant fool. Right? Because fellas, if you want to be rich, stop spending your money on BS. I want to say bull it, but I can't say it. I'm gonna stop. You know what I mean? Fellas, when you grow up. This how you know when you grow up. When you stop caring what somebody's saying shit about you. You know what I mean? And you got on Dollar General clothes. I think I'm gonna go to Dollar General, go to the clearance rack and give me some shirts today. About $2-3. You know what I mean? Because clothes don't make the man. Man and woman knit and sew machine the clothes. Remember that.
Oh, brother Wasil, let me add something to that. let me give you a little story, fellas, because I was that good daddy with the marriage and all that, man. When I first got married, I was young. Um, I got my credit fixed good and all that. I had Sears credit, man. I went and bought me my tools and all that. You know what I did for the baby mama? I bought I bought her a sewing machine, man. A $400 sewing machine. You know why I did it? So she can make her own clothing, her own dresses and stuff. And she was really good at it. So, fellas, invest your money. I mean, and you know what she did? She abandoned that because she didn't want to be obedient. But you know what? We could have saved a lot of money for that little $400 investment on a Singer sewing machine. Singer, if anybody knows about that, you can ask anybody, like in a shop. What is it when you go do your laundry? Oh, not laundry, but like yeah, your laundry, not laundromat, but like where you take your shirts to get pressed or whatever, launder or whatever. They will tell you that's the highest quality machine, and she had that, and she gave all that up, man. I was making like I think it was like 625, 650 an hour, and I was able to buy her that. So I'm telling you, man, it's not impossible. But at the same time, like Brother Wasil said, man, go to the Dollar Tree and go get, or not Dollar Tree, I'm so close there, but the dollar store, and they sell. Go get some clothes there, man. See what I'm saying? And the rest of the money invested in something that's productive.
Cause
So
I'm
I
gonna
just wanted to say that and share that with all of you.
cause I'm
And
gonna
that's
tell
what I
you.
did.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Hello.
Yeah,
So
I was saying that's what I did. I invested in a machine so she could go buy. I gave her like $10, $20. She'll go buy some what is it? Some cloth and make her own dresses, make her own clothing.
let me
So
tell
we saved money like that.
let me tell y'all something. I got a cousin, and we gonna get off. I got a cousin with a number of Goodwill clothes and got 220 acres of land. You hear me? 220 acres of land. Wealthy as I don't know. Will roll up. He got more money to roll up niggas' families up down the Mississippi River. So, and then too, be careful who you talk to just because somebody got on some cheap clothes, because you don't know who you talking to. Because the Bible says you don't know who if you entertaining the devil or an angel. So we got to use our intelligence now because you don't know who you're talking to, and a lot of people got on masks, right? So, and over here we talk about building, and we do build. So if anybody want to start some corporations, get some things going, we got some. I got a trillion ideas because other platforms should be having building corporations and stop keep talking about getting a damn job and all this old stuff. The black community need to start building more. And then shout out to the young brother who was on your Roland Martin, the 21-year-old. We're gonna promote him more over here on this channel because he's actually doing. He's not up here fussing, because talking ain't gonna get you nowhere. Talkers aren't doers. Peace to everybody in the room that showed up. Come Friday, the black woman is worth $4. Peace and blessings.